Powerful prayer for your son to choose the right college. Heavenly Father, I come before you today with an open heart, filled with hope, trust, and a mother's love. Lord, you know my child better than anyone else. You shaped him, you gave him life, you placed dreams inside his heart, and you have already written the path that leads him to his purpose. But now, Father, we are standing at a crossroad, a moment of decisions, where the next step could shape his entire future. I pray, Lord, that you guide him clearly. Let your light shine over every option before him. Let confusion disappear and peace settle in his heart. Wherever you want him to go, let him feel it deeply. Let your voice be louder than all the other voices that try to influence him. Let your will be the one that stands strong, the one that leads him to the place where he will grow, learn, and fulfill the destiny you designed. Lord, as a mother, I sometimes feel anxious. I worry if he will choose what's right, if he will meet the right people, if he will stay close to you when he steps into this new season. But I surrender all my fears to you, Father. You are the God who goes ahead of him. You are already there, in that college, in that dorm room, in those future classrooms. Prepare every detail before he even arrives. Let the right professors, the right friends, and the right opportunities be waiting for him there. Give him the courage to listen to your voice. Give him the strength to follow it, even if it's not the easiest path. Let him not be guided by pressure, by the opinions of others, or by fear of the unknown, but by your wisdom which never fails. Lord, I ask that when he looks at the list of colleges, when he reads their names, when he visits their campuses, your Spirit speaks quietly to his heart. That still, small voice. Let him feel it, that divine nudge, that peace that says, "This is the way." Father, I also pray for peace within our home. Sometimes these decisions bring tension, disagreements, or confusion. But let your presence fill our house with calmness. Let us trust you more than we trust our own understanding. Let us believe that your plan is perfect, not because it's easy, but because it leads to purpose. God, I know you have placed something great inside my son. I can see it when he talks about his dreams. I can feel it when he looks ahead, full of expectation. But I also know that dreams can only flourish in the soil you've chosen. So, Lord, plant him where he can grow. Lead him to the place that will water his faith, his mind, and his heart. If there are doors that are not meant for him, close them gently but firmly. Let him not chase what looks shiny but is empty. Let him not walk into what seems popular but leads nowhere. Instead, open the doors that carry your presence, your purpose, and your blessing. And when that acceptance letter comes, when that moment of decision finally arrives, let him feel your peace, that peace that says, "You are exactly where I need you to be." Let him never doubt, never look back with regret, but move forward with faith, knowing that you are walking beside him every step of the way. Lord, give me wisdom as a mother to support him, not to push, but to guide, not to control, but to encourage. Help me to trust you more than my fears. When I see him growing and moving away into this new chapter, let my heart rejoice in your goodness, not tremble in worry. Because you, Lord, are faithful. You are the author of his story, and every page you write is filled with love, purpose, and divine timing. So I place his future in your hands again today. Every form, every application, every test result, every interview, let your hand be upon it all. Let your will unfold beautifully, step by step, just as you have planned since the beginning of time. Lord, you see his heart when no one else does. You see the doubts he hides behind his smile, the pressure he feels when everyone asks him what he's going to study, where he's going to go. Sometimes he doesn't even have the answers, but you do. You always do. You already know the path that will shape him into the man you created him to be. Father, I ask that you remove every spirit of fear or hesitation. Let confidence rise inside him, not arrogance, but faith. Faith that you will not let him fall. Faith that the choices he makes with you will always lead to good things. Let him walk with assurance, knowing that every decision made in your presence will bear fruit in time. Surround him, Lord, with mentors who will inspire him. Bring into his life people who will lift him up, who will remind him to keep his values, to stay humble, and to walk with integrity. Keep away those who would mislead him, who would fill his mind with doubt or distraction. Protect his heart, Father, from anything that could pull him away from your truth. When he feels uncertain, whisper to his spirit. When he feels tired, renew his strength. When he feels lost, shine your light. Let him remember that you are his compass, that no matter where he goes, your presence will guide him home. Lord, teach him to listen to you in the quiet moments. When he sits alone, when he closes his eyes, when he thinks about his future, speak to him softly. Let your words be clearer than the noise of the world. Give him dreams that align with your plans. Let him see visions of who he can become when he walks hand in hand with you. Father, bless his studies, his preparation, his focus. Let his mind be sharp, his heart steady, and his motivation pure. Let him not study only for success, but to fulfill the calling you've placed on his life. Let knowledge be more than information. Let it become transformation, shaping him into a vessel for your glory. And Lord, I pray that wherever he goes, whether it's near or far, he never feels alone. Let him feel my love, but most of all, let him feel yours. Let him know that your love is not limited by distance. Whether he's miles away or just across the city, your hand is over him, protecting and guiding. When he wakes up in the morning, remind him that you are with him. When he walks into that new place for the first time, give him courage. Let his steps be firm, his heart open, his eyes filled with wonder. Let him see this new season not as something to fear, but as a divine opportunity, a chapter that you've written for him with care and intention. Lord, I know that sometimes he might doubt himself. He might wonder if he's capable enough, if he belongs, if he'll succeed. But in those moments, speak into his soul. Remind him that he is chosen, that he is strong, that he was made for this. Let him remember that every gift, every talent, every bit of intelligence comes from you. Let him use those gifts not only for his benefit but to serve others, to bring kindness, to be a light in places that need hope. And Father, when challenges come, because I know they will, let them not break him but build him. Let every struggle teach him patience. Let every disappointment shape his character. Let every closed door redirect him toward something better. Teach him that success is not just about grades or achievements, but about faith, perseverance, and humility. Let him grow into a man who honors you with his life, in every word, every action, every choice. Lord, as I pray, I can feel your peace surrounding me. It's as if you're whispering, "Trust me, I've got this." And I do, Father. I trust you completely, because you've been faithful in every stage of his life. You were there when he took his first steps, when he spoke his first words, when he faced his first challenges. You never failed him then, and you won't fail him now. Let this next season be a testimony of your guidance. Let his story inspire others to trust you with their decisions. Let every success point back to you. And even in moments of doubt, let his faith stand strong, because it was built on the foundation of your love. Father, bless his emotions, his friendships, his choices. Guard his heart from anxiety, comparison, and fear of failure. Let him find joy in the process, not just in the results. Let him wake up every day excited to learn, to grow, and to become who you've called him to be. And Lord, I ask you to also strengthen me. Help me to let go, to trust that he's in your hands. Help me to find peace knowing that you are leading him better than I ever could. When I worry, remind me to pray. When I want to control, remind me to surrender. When I feel afraid, remind me that you love him even more than I do. You are the God who sees the end from the beginning. You are already in his tomorrow. You are already in the classrooms, in the friendships, in the lessons he will learn. You are already shaping his heart, preparing his mind, and aligning his steps with destiny. So today, I thank you in advance, Lord, not just for where he's going, but for who he's becoming. Because I know that through every decision, you are working something beautiful. Father, I thank you because even when I can't see the whole picture, you can. You see the roads that cross ahead, the opportunities waiting around corners, the lessons hidden within each choice. You see the people he will meet, some that will bless him, some that will challenge him, and all that will shape him into who he's meant to be. Lord, when he feels the weight of expectation, from teachers, from friends, from the world, even from me, remind him that he doesn't have to please anyone but you. Let him find freedom in knowing that your approval is enough. Let him make decisions not out of fear of failure, but out of faith in your promises. When he prays, let him sense your presence. When he asks for direction, answer him with clarity. Give him a heart that is sensitive to your whispers. Let him know that you speak not only through big moments, but through peace, through silence, through small confirmations that only he can feel. Lord, give him the courage to dream boldly. Let him believe that he is capable of great things, not because of his own strength, but because you are within him. When others doubt him, let him stand firm. When he faces rejection, let him remember that rejection is just redirection by your hand. I pray for divine timing, Lord. If something he desires is not yet ready, help him to wait patiently. If something looks perfect but isn't part of your plan, help him to let it go without bitterness. Let him learn that the best choices come from waiting on you. And Father, when he finally takes that step, when he walks onto that campus, ready to begin, go with him. Let your presence be felt in the air around him. Let his dorm room become a place of peace. Let laughter fill his days, and wisdom guide his nights. Let him never lose sight of who he is, or whose he is. Protect him from the temptation to compare his journey with others. Let him be content in his own process, proud of his own progress. Let him focus not on being the best, but on being faithful. Lord, I ask that you bless his mind, give him clarity, focus, and discipline. When he studies, let understanding come easily. When he takes exams, let calmness replace anxiety. Let him remember everything he's learned, and more importantly, let him learn what truly matters. I pray that his education is not just about information, but about transformation. Let every class, every book, every challenge shape his character, deepen his empathy, and expand his vision of the world. Let him see knowledge as a gift to serve others and not just himself. And Lord, when he feels far from home, be his comfort. When he feels lonely, remind him that you are his closest friend. Let him find a community that uplifts him, friends who share his values, who pray with him, who stand by him in every season. Keep away those who would lead him astray or make him doubt his worth. Let his heart be full of kindness, his actions filled with compassion, and his words seasoned with grace. Let him be a light on that campus, shining not for attention, but to reflect your love. Father, I pray for his spiritual growth. Let college not be a place where his faith weakens, but where it deepens. Let questions lead him to seek you more. Let challenges push him closer to your truth. Let him be rooted so firmly in you that no storm can shake him. And when he's faced with choices, big or small, remind him to pause and pray. To ask, Lord, what do you want me to do? Let prayer become his habit, not just in moments of crisis, but in every decision, every plan, every dream. Lord, I know that sometimes life takes turns we don't expect. But even if the path changes, let him never lose direction. Even if he has to take detours, Let him trust that your hand still leads him. Remind him that failure doesn't define him, it refines him. Let him carry himself with humility, no matter how far he goes. Let success never make him forget the values he was raised with. Let him remember the prayers spoken over him, the tears shed for him, the faith that built him. Father, bless his health, his energy, his emotional strength. Let him rest well, eat well, live balanced. Protect him from stress, burnout, and self-doubt. Let peace be his rhythm and gratitude his melody. And Lord, as I speak these words, I lift every mother, every father who feels the same prayer burning in their heart. Bless every parent who's watching their child take that step into the future. Give them peace too, the peace that comes from knowing you're in control. Let this season be a testimony of your faithfulness, not just in his life, but in our family. Let everything we've prayed for, every tear we've cried, every hope we've held, come together in your perfect plan. Father, I thank you for the assurance that no prayer goes unheard. Every word I speak rises before you, and even the ones I can't say, the thoughts, the worries, the silent cries, you already understand them all. You are the God who listens. You are the God who guides. You are the God who loves without limits. And I rest in that love tonight, trusting that while I sleep, you are working, opening doors, aligning paths, and preparing my son for what's ahead. Lord, you are my anchor when my heart trembles. You are the voice of calm when fear tries to rise. And tonight, as I speak to you again, I can feel your presence wrapping around me like warmth in the cold. You remind me that my son is yours before he is mine, that you have held him since before I ever did. Father, I remember when he was small, when I held his tiny hand and prayed for his future without even knowing what it would look like. I didn't know where he would study, what dreams he would chase, or what roads he would take, but you did. You were already there, designing every moment with love and intention. And now, as he stands on the edge of a new beginning, I bring him back to you once again. I give you his choices, his thoughts, his fears, his hopes. I give you his heart. Take it, Lord, and shape it according to your will. Let him see college not just as a step toward a career, but as a sacred journey, one where he'll discover his gifts, his calling, his purpose. Let him see your fingerprints in every new experience. Let him sense your guidance even in the ordinary moments. When he's sitting in class, let inspiration flow through him. When he's writing essays or studying late into the night, give him clarity and endurance. When he's surrounded by others, let him still feel your quiet voice reminding him who he is. Lord, I pray that you protect his mind from doubt and confusion. In a world filled with so many opinions, so many distractions, so many false lights, let him cling to your truth. Let your word be his compass, and your peace be his guide. Give him discernment, Father, the kind that goes beyond logic and touches the soul. Let him feel the difference between good opportunities and God opportunities. Let him recognize what's meant for him by the peace it brings, not just by how appealing it looks. And Lord, when he faces challenges, because every new chapter has them, let him not be discouraged. When grades seem tough, when friends drift away, when things don't go as planned, remind him that you are teaching him resilience, faith, and perseverance. Let him not measure his worth by achievements, but by the goodness in his heart. Let him be proud not only of his success but of his effort, his honesty, and his kindness. Father, I also ask you to keep his heart pure. College can be a world of temptations, of choices that can lead far from you. Surround him with light, with people who respect his values, with mentors who reflect your wisdom. Let him not chase popularity, but purpose. Let him not seek approval, but truth. When he's tempted to give up, give him strength. When he feels unnoticed, remind him that you see him. When he doubts his ability, remind him that you have equipped him. Let his faith grow quietly, deeply, like roots that go unseen but hold strong in every storm. Let his life be a reflection of your love, calm in chaos, steady in uncertainty, joyful even in struggle. And Lord, when he prays, even if it's just a whisper, listen closely. When he doesn't know what to say, read the prayer in his heart. Answer not just what he asks for, but what he truly needs. Let him find a place that becomes more than just a college, a place where he grows in wisdom and in spirit, a place where he finds purpose, where he learns to lead with compassion, where he becomes the man you always intended him to be. Father, I know that every season has a purpose. Maybe this one is not only about his growth, but also about mine. Teach me to let go, to trust you with his independence. Teach me to find joy in watching him become who you've destined him to be. And when I miss him, when the house feels too quiet, remind me that love doesn't shrink with distance, it expands. Remind me that prayer keeps us connected no matter where we are. That you stand between us, holding both our hearts at once. Lord, bless his travels, his mornings, his nights, his friendships, his laughter. Let your angels guard him on every road he takes. Let your spirit whisper truth into every decision. Let your love follow him everywhere, like light following him through shadows. When he walks across that graduation stage one day, let him look back and see not only how far he's come, but how faithful you've been. Let every achievement point back to your grace. Let him say, God was with me all along. But even before that day comes, I thank you for what you're already doing in him. I thank you for the lessons you're teaching him now, for the strength you're building, for the confidence that's growing. I thank you for the future you're preparing, a future filled with peace, purpose, and blessing. Because you, Lord, never waste a moment. Every step has meaning. Every decision, guided by you, becomes part of a bigger masterpiece. And so, I rest my heart again in your hands, Father. I breathe in peace knowing that you've already gone before him. You've already written the next page, and it's good. It's full of promise. It's full of light. Thank you, Lord, for being the constant in this journey, the unshakable foundation beneath his dreams, the voice that never stops calling him forward, the love that never lets go. Lord, I lift my eyes to you once more, because when I look up, I find peace. When I look at the world, I see uncertainty, but when I look at you, I see faithfulness. You have never failed, and you never will. You know what is best for my son, even when I cannot understand the path you are taking him through. Sometimes I imagine him walking across that campus, carrying books, meeting new faces, stepping into classes he's never seen before. And in those moments, I pray, Father, that your Spirit walks beside him. Be his comfort when he feels alone, his strength when he feels weak, his guide when he doesn't know what to do. Let him feel your presence like a quiet breeze in the middle of the day, that gentle reminder that says, I am here. Let him know that you are not far away, that you are closer than his heartbeat, listening to every thought, watching over every step. Lord, give him wisdom that surprises even himself, the kind of insight that only comes from you. Let his professors notice something different about him, a calmness, a sense of purpose, a quiet confidence that reflects your peace. Let his classmates see in him a light that draws them closer to kindness, to integrity, to you. And when the pressure builds, when deadlines come fast and responsibilities pile up, be the calm in his storm. Teach him balance, Lord, to rest when he needs it, to breathe when it's too much, to trust that you will help him accomplish what he cannot do alone. Father, I ask that you open doors that no man can shut. And if a door closes, let him not despair. Let him know that closed doors are not rejection, they are protection. That you close what isn't meant for him, to make room for what is. Lord, shape his heart to seek more than success, to seek significance. Let him not only aim for a degree, but for destiny. Let every class, every conversation, every challenge prepare him to impact lives, to bring hope, to live with compassion. Let him carry your name quietly but powerfully, not needing to shout it, but showing it through how he treats people, through how he faces challenges, through how he forgives and loves. And Father, I pray over his future friends. Let them be genuine, loyal, and wise. Keep him far from people who pretend to care but only bring harm. Give him discernment to see who truly values him, who uplifts him, who helps him become better. Let his friendships be rooted in truth and light. Lord, I also ask that you protect his emotions. Let him not be swayed by insecurity or comparison. Let him not feel less because others seem ahead. Teach him that your timing is perfect, that what is his will come in due season, and no one can take it away. And when he achieves something great, let humility fill his heart. Let gratitude be his response, not pride. Let him look up and say, "Thank you, God, for helping me through." Father, you are the author of his story, and no author writes without purpose. Every paragraph, every chapter, even the pauses and the edits, all lead to something meaningful. So even when he feels uncertain, remind him that you are still writing, and that your pen never slips. Let his life be a story worth reading, one that inspires others to trust you, to believe that your plan is greater than fear. And Lord, in moments when I feel distant from him, when he's busy, when life pulls us in different directions, keep our hearts connected. Let him feel my love in his spirit, even when I'm not there to say it. Let him remember the prayers I've spoken, the lessons I've taught, the hugs I've given. Let all of it live inside him, guiding him quietly through his days. Bless his mornings, Father. Let him wake up with joy and energy, ready to embrace the day. Bless his nights, that he may rest peacefully without worry or stress. Watch over his dreams. Let them be full of hope, not fear, full of vision, not confusion. And Lord, even as I pray for his present, I also pray for his future, for the man he will become, for the purpose you will unfold, for the life he will one day build. Keep shaping him even now into the person who will carry your love into the world. If one day he becomes a leader, let him lead with humility. If one day he becomes a teacher, let him teach with compassion. If one day he becomes a parent, let him raise his children with faith. Whatever path you choose for him, let it be one that glorifies you. Father, let nothing in his life be wasted, not his struggles, not his mistakes, not his waiting seasons. Let every experience serve a purpose, teaching him strength, patience, and wisdom. Let him learn to see your hand not only in blessings, but in the lessons that come wrapped in challenges. Lord, as I keep praying, I feel your peace filling the room, like a soft light that pushes away worry. I know you are here, listening. I know that this prayer is not just words, it is a bridge between my heart and yours. And I thank you for that, Father, because you understand what I cannot express, you see what I cannot see, and you are already working in ways I cannot imagine. Father, I continue to lift my son before you, asking for your divine light to shine upon his path. Let every brochure, every visit, every conversation about college be more than just information. Let them be moments guided by your Spirit. When he feels uncertain, remind him that confusion is not from you, but that peace is the true sign of your presence. Let that peace, God, settle deep within his soul. Let it quiet the noise of comparison and competition. Let it silence the voices that tell him he must follow others' paths. Instead, fill his heart with confidence that his journey will be unique, handcrafted by you, his Creator. Give him courage to walk the road less traveled if that's where your purpose lies. God, I pray that you surround him with people who will speak life and wisdom. Protect him from friends or advisors who may unintentionally pull him away from what you desire. Send mentors who will point him toward you, who will remind him that true success is not found in fame or fortune, but in following the calling you've placed on his life. And Lord, as a mother, sometimes my heart trembles at the thought of letting go. Watching him grow, watching him prepare to step into a new chapter. It fills me with both pride and fear. But I choose to trust you more than my own worries. I choose to believe that you love him even more than I do. You see his future more clearly than I ever could. So when he's sitting there, filling out applications, or visiting campuses, whisper to his heart. Make your voice louder than all others. Let him feel, without a shadow of a doubt, where he belongs. Let the doors you've chosen open smoothly, and let the ones that aren't meant for him close gently but firmly, so he knows you are in control. Lord, I pray that wherever he ends up, it becomes a place of growth, discovery, and purpose. May he meet people who will challenge his mind and strengthen his faith. May every lesson, every challenge, every success shape him into the man you created him to be. And when I think of his future, I imagine him walking across that campus, confident, peaceful, full of light, because he's walking in your will. I can almost see your hand upon his shoulder, guiding him step by step. And that vision gives me strength to keep praying, to keep believing, to keep surrendering everything to you, Lord. Lord, I place my son completely in your hands, his mind, his dreams, his path, and his future. Guide him where your light shines the brightest and where his purpose will flourish. Let every step he takes echo with your wisdom and divine direction. Give him peace that surpasses all understanding, and faith that never wavers. May his choice bring glory to you and joy to his heart. Amen.